In this video, we're talking about another one of my favourite metrics, your gross profit margin. Don't worry, that sounds scary. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly what it means and how it can transform your business decisions. Let's start with what it actually is. So your gross profit margin is simply what's left after you take away the costs directly related to serving your clients. Think of it as your service delivery profit before all the other business expenses come into play. Now, why should you care about this number? Well, imagine trying to price your services without knowing how much it actually costs to deliver. I see this all the time with service-based businesses. They're working harder than ever, but their bank balance isn't reflecting all that. Let me share a quick story about a chiropractor I worked with. They thought they were making a healthy profit on their treatments, but they were only counting staff costs in their calculations. They'd completely forgotten about all those essential supplies, the needles, the gloves, and the other treatment room consumables. Once we factored in those, their actual gross profit margin was a bit different, and we needed to adjust their pricing strategy. This number is your early warning. It tells you whether your core service delivery is profitable before you even think about paying for your marketing, your rent, or that fancy coffee machine in the office. The biggest mistake I see is people confusing gross profit with net profit. Now, here's the simple way to remember. Gross profit is what's left after the cost of serving your client, and net profit is what's left after all business costs are included. Another common pitfall is missing out costs that should be included. For service businesses, your cost of sales should include your direct staff time or contractor costs, any materials or supplies used directly for clients, and any specific software or tools that you use only for client delivery. You can find this information in your profit and loss statement, but let's make it super simple and practical. Take your total revenue and then subtract everything directly related to delivering your service. Divide it by your revenue and then multiply it by 100. And that's your gross profit margin percentage. For example, if you made £140 from a service and you spent 56 on direct costs, your gross profit margin is 84%, and therefore the percentage is 60%. Let me share a brilliant success story. We had a manufacturer who was trying to improve his profit by sharing their aged payables report with suppliers, showing that they were a reliable, prompt payer. They negotiated better discounts on their materials. This one change boosted their gross profit margin significantly. Another example, a gym owner was running a 45% gross profit margin. After we properly analysed their costs and adjusted their pricing, they increased it to 65%. That extra 20% goes straight to their bottom line. Are you ready to take action? Here's your step-by-step plan. So list all your direct costs, everything that goes into delivering your service. Review your last 3 months of revenue and these direct costs. Calculate your current gross profit margin. Set a target. Now, most service businesses should aim for at least 60%, but you need to look for your industry standard with the AI tools. Identify areas where you can either reduce direct costs or increase your prices, and review it monthly and adjust as needed. Remember, this isn't about cutting corners. It's about understanding your numbers so that you can make better decisions and create a more sustainable business.